Oi, what's all this then? It's D&D once more. We're back for session 3. All right, our cast of players has arrived. To recap last session, you guys started off in the remnants of the battle you had had in session 1 with some strange fey creatures you weren't quite sure about. From there, Zazel and Glam decided to escort the third guard who survived back at her request to, well, first to a healer to get her back to, like, life, and then upon waking to her family's estate, which she said was a far better place to take her than any of the guard barracks, and then she showed you a nice and safe route there that was away from prying eyes. Bringing her home, you found out that she is, in fact, essentially an heiress, daughter of one of the major lawmakers within the city, one of the magisters. And in addition to being given a sizable reward for saving her daughter's life, the magister also asked you if you could go down into the mines next to the Undercity and perhaps check out a problem for her. In the interim, back at the Shaded Grove Inn, poor Gray was trying his absolute best to take a nap, and Flora was trying her absolute best to be there. Breaking into Gray's room, placing dolls by Gray's head. We got a little bit of learning about Flora's dolls and how they are her brothers who talk to her. And a little hijinks. Flora was sneakily given some food she wasn't necessarily fond of. But upon the return, Zazel made his way back to let them know that there was a job and begrudgingly agreed to bring Flora along, and Gray begrudgingly agreed to come along at all. And I believe the three of you were bedding down for the night at the Shady Grove rather than heading back? Question mark? I think that's where we left off.
I believe so, rather than because there were rooms there already.
Yes, I do believe that would be correct.
Yes, okay, right. Because Gray chose to sleep on the floor and give Flora his bed.
Yup.
Wise choice.
Yup.
You love me.
Love's a strong word.
It's like a picture on the wall.
I've given us just sort of a nice little overlay map of the lower city currently. It is a new day. We have had a big day the day prior. The sun has risen, and for the first time in a long time for you, Gray, you're awake in the morning, having slept through the night. And yeah, the sun's up. Everybody's starting to rouse. Talk to me, friends. What are we doing?
So, Days will be up before anyone else, because he's got to get his morning run in. So, he'll probably just arrive when everyone else is waking back up.
I guess Gray would probably go down to the kitchen and go to make like muffins or something for breakfast.
All right.
For everybody.
Okay. Excellent.
Small children are all out in the kitchen, so I am going to make zucchini vanilla muffins.
Ooh.
They're quite good. But it is made out of a zucchini with like eggs with vanilla extract. So and some cinnamon and some sugar in there, and they're very tasty. But that's what I'm making for breakfast for everyone, but it is a pastry.
So this isn't even like...
Carry on.
There's no survival check needed here. You're following a recipe, and you've worked in a tavern for a while. You know how to bake this. So this is just sort of... They're delicious.
Yeah. The betrayal.
A betrayal.
As you taste your work, you're like, yes, perfect. I've done a good job.
And to go on top of these, I'm going to try to whip up like an well, not whip up. I'm sure we have some like apple butter or something somewhere in our tavern
Absolutely,
because we
you do.
make things out of apples. So to go on top, and that's gonna be for breakfast.
Perfect. So, Zazel, on your morning run, you notice that laborers are definitely out and about, but you can see that there's certainly a heavier guard presence than there was the day before. Even just out running around the orchards doing your morning jog, you can see that you pass like 4 or 5 different patrols kind of combing everywhere.
That's a little weird. Oh well, I'm gonna keep jogging all the way up to my barracks. That's when I'm gonna gather my short sword.
Okay.
Basically went out of the guise of jogging. Really, I'm just gathering some equipment.
All right. All right.
All right, I need this and... Oh crap, I gotta go get Glam. Well, that's the return trip. He's gonna have to run with me. Jog on over to the tavern. It is, let me see if I have it here still. Let's see how good I did on note taking. I didn't.
So down into the Undercity, it would be Old Gur's Tavern.
Old Gurs, that's right. Yep.
And jogging down through through the lower city and then back into the Undercity, you note on the way as well, much like in the evening, there is a steel shod presence there. You spot just one of them standing at the entrance to the Undercity, just kind of standing sentry with the 2 guards that would typically be there, kind of keeping a watch on the main road.
Okay.
I guess while he's on his way there, Glam is presently going to be using a spell slot to cast Mirror Image so that they have a mirror version of themselves to make sure that they get all the changes that they want right. I don't think we still ever got an answer on this. Because of former aliases, would Glam technically have like maybe 1 or 2 prior licenses?
Oh, yes, so this is what I wanted to reply earlier, but it's sort of a longer response. You would know, having grown up here, that the licensure process is not a simple thing. It is something that typically, as soon as a child shows magic potential, they would be put into a monitoring program, and it takes
Yeah, tell me about it.
years of observation, practicals, and so forth. And these things it's a lot more intensive than just go take a test.
Okay.
It's
That's all.
tracking from a very young age onward.
Put on another pair of high-heeled boots. Put on some purple leggings, a corset, and a nice dress. And going to go out as Cecilia today.
As a follow-up to that, would you have explained to Gur that you can be Cecilia instead of Glam?
Yes.
Well, heading out today, the tavern is, it's currently, as you walk upstairs, there's no patrons outside from the few people you know who make, like, a permanent residence there right now. And Gur's not even behind the bar currently. She's actually just sitting at a table herself, with a book and, just like a small cup of tea.
I guess the downtime is allowing some fine reading on. Are you?
Interesting
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, we're keeping the door shut for the morning. Letting some attention sort of be elsewhere.
Understandable. So, what book is that? You enjoying a nice romance novel?
No. More of a business venture. And she holds it up, and it's a book on the the principles of effective like grain growth.
Oh, hon, you really do need to get out a little bit.
I've been out plenty. I'm enjoying reading about grain growth.
Well, if you don't mind, I will be getting myself a nice drink before, I guess, somebody decides to tell me when our job is.
All right. I've prepped. Should be the rest of a pot of tea back in the kitchen. If you want breakfast, then make it yourself.
Absolutely.
Open the door real slowly. Hey, we open?
Open adjacent.
Sorry, we're closed today.
You don't work here. Get out. I'm kidding. I'm looking for Glam.
Of course I do. I mean,
Okay. That's nice. I need Glam. We gotta go.
okay. Stands up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Changeling things. You sure you want to run in that? I mean,
I have leggings underneath, thank you.
all right. Is that Glam? Are they messing with me? I think they're messing with me.
If you hadn't if you had decided to come a little bit later, I would have been running towards the tavern myself as you in distress.
I mean, come on. I would make it look better. We both know that.
Oh, absolutely. I would have told the guards that this was ancient fighting pit ritual clothing or some shit.
Well, we got to get going. Come on.
All right, let's go.
So you got the booze over there, huh? So you didn't get in any trouble this time.
Oh, no trouble whatsoever. As I told you, Toes is very good about making sure nobody messes with anything in those yards.
Yeah, well, I used to grow up there, and we used to mess with the healers all the time.
When she's a grave cleric, that brings about some connotations. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yeah, the more danger, the more fun.
All right. Let's get going before anybody else starts asking questions.
Yep, let's see if you can keep up. We'll make our way back over to the orchard. Do I actually have that one? Have that one down?
It's still relatively early. The sounds of the lower city and the undercity are definitely muted as to the typical and sort of the residential district in the lower ring of the city proper. It's out and about, and folks are definitely starting to set their day up. But it's quieter. The atmosphere is certainly a little more somber. Eyes are looking a little more wary as you head on out. But no one challenges you.
I really do not like this look of fear in these people's eyes.
Hey, do you still have the badge, the license?
Did I leave it in one of my drawers?
You're gonna need it. There's more guards out here than normal.
Ah, shit. Wait, I'm gonna have to look like you for that, aren't I?
I don't know if they actually check anything with that, or if they just see it and they just nod their head. I mean, that's what the previous guards did.
Yeah, but you saw those folks last night. They are not fucking around.
Let's just avoid them. I can't punch through iron. I don't think. Which is the reason I got this bad boy. I'm gonna pat the short sword that is now on my hip. You can tell I'm actually in a little more traveling clothes than just, commoner's clothes. Tighter fitting, the sleeves are rolled up to, like, the bicep level. And my hair's tied back into a ponytail at this time.
Down for business. Well, let's make sure that we are able to do this job right. It's been a while since I've done something like this.
This is the first time I've ever been in the mines. I've never went in there before. It's either that or go to military school. That's what my mom told me, at least.
I was simply told, go down there once in a while, maybe grift a couple of people.
Oh, good. You can find a way in, then. You know some people.
Potentially, some of the ones I knew might be dead. It has been a while.
Yeah, that's true.
The mines are a dangerous place without monsters down there. In the meantime, just running along.
Yes, and for Flora and Gray, sometime later, noting that since you've come downstairs and prepared breakfast, you've not seen any of Zazel whatsoever. But a bit later, this young lady and Zazel come through the tavern's doors.
Oh boy, I've not done that much running in a long time.
Yeah, I can tell. I had to slow down a little bit. I would have been here like 10 minutes ago.
Look, I dropped the sides just a little bit so I could keep up, thank you.
Well, That settles it. If we're gonna stay group, morning runs, everybody.
Runs?
Oh dear.
Well, except for the chef. You know, you gotta make sure you have these pastries, and I'm gonna grab one.
Oh, these do look lovely.
They're a little hot. They just came out.
Ah, fuck. Okay, well,
They look absolutely delicious, darling.
it's almost worth the burn.
I have do you want your smoothie as well? Normally, or
No, I think we'll go without today.
Ray's gonna give you a weird look and go, okay.
It's all business. We gotta get down to that mine.
Okay. I don't know if Flora's awake yet. I've been in the kitchen up until.
Find no kids. She's outside messing with one of the animals.
She's either doing that or she's still asleep. Children do need their rest.
Well, Flora, what would
So,
you be up
by
to?
the way, I did make muffins for like enough that would be to stock like the tavern for the day. Like I did that for the morning.
Excellent.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
We need to find her, and she doesn't like me much, so I'm just gonna sit here. And I'm gonna gather a couple muffins near me.
I want to say she woke up at least a little bit earlier and did her normal winding of her dolls, talking. She fixed her bedhead floof, and is currently underneath one of the tables, sitting watching you all from behind there with her dolls.
Such a freak. I mean, but a cute child.
Wait, where's she at? Where's she hanging out at right now?
Under one of the tables. One of the tables that patrons can sit at. Just
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's the one that I'm sitting at eating all my muffins. I get this weird feeling that someone's watching me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Eli just kind of clears his throat and quietly just gestures with one finger down underneath the table.
I'm
I get
gonna.
a weird expression and look under, and see like, oh God!
I want to say what you saw when you looked under was the face of Marcus.
That will make me spill onto the floor and scamper away. Jesus, what the?
Hello.
I can't believe you're scared of a child.
It wasn't the child. It was a doll. That thing. That one.
Marcus.
Flora, but I have muffins. Would anybody like anything else with? I can make eggs, or something.
Does coffee exist in this universe?
Absolutely. There is no D&D universe I will ever make where coffee won't exist.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, just black coffee. That's all I need.
Okay. And you're gonna see Gray kind of like scamper back into the back to get some coffee for people, and then realize that only one person answered and stick their head back out and go, anyone else? Anything?
May I have some cider, please?
Alcoholic or non? Miss?
Coffee's in the player's handbook. Damn it, checked.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's
Yes, it is.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Excellent.
Okay,
Okay.
then no DM can ever say coffee doesn't exist.
We have 5 alcoholic ciders on tap, but we also have at least 3 non. At preference?
I think I will stay sober for today, thank you.
Okay.
Eli keeps-
Preference on.
A standard cider, just a normal apple cider, as well as a non-alcoholic sparkling apple and pear cider.
Ooh, the sparkling sounds wonderful.
Okay. Flora, would you like some cider with your muffin, or eggs?
No,
Or
no
vet-
eggs.
No eggs.
Cider.
Or coffee.
Cider. Okay. Yeah. Do you drink coffee?
I think the kiddo needs some coffee.
Do you want to get Flora coffee?
I will. If Flora says she wants coffee, Gray will give Flora coffee.
Listen, kiddo.
No.
Coffee, like dessert. You put enough sugar in there, and it tastes like cake. I promise you.
I'll take the cider.
Okay, do you want it to be like bubbly cider or just like bubbles sound more fun? I'm just gonna get you sparkling cider. Okay, I'll be right back. And,
You, like-
and I'm gonna walk away.
Laura had the biggest
Wow.
mouth open face when you said bubbly cider. She was like,
While she's in the kitchen, Glam wants to pocket a few of the more muffins.
"Can I, DM? You already know what I'm gonna ask.
You
Can
can
I check?
yeah
the
roll
muffin?"
to insight your muffin, I suppose.
I mean, it should just take like
I
cinnamon,
suppose
sugar,
make
and vanilla
a perception
muffin.
check. It smells, yeah, like a well-baked cinnamony muffin with just like a little bit of that richness.
Pretty good.
And a nice hint of vanilla. Mwah.
Pretty good.
I'll open the sack that has the cookies I still have and put a few muffins in there as well. I'm dying on the inside. The floor is loving it.
This kid is going to be healthy.
I'm gonna make this kid eat vegetables.
Oh my god.
Thank you for sharing that evil laugh with me.
You're welcome.
Glam wants to pocket some more muffins while they're not there.
Oh, by all means. No one even bats an eye if you take a bunch of muffins.
Actually, Gray is batting a few eyes. Who the fuck is this lady? The others, I'm feeding because we're about to go do a mission. I don't know who this is.
Picked her up on the way over. Thought she might be useful, or at least, brighten up the room a little bit. I don't know.
Turns into Zazel. No, seriously, I picked myself up here.
Hey, that's a pretty face.
I know, right?
I was still kind of in the kitchen, so I'm gonna come back out to two Zazels, and I'm gonna walk back into the kitchen.
There's Zazel and then Zazel in a dress.
Yeah. Gray will come back out with the sparkling ciders for Glam that Gray doesn't know is Glam, and Flora, and a black coffee for Zazel, and just a little glass of water for himself. And he's gonna eat a muffin. Okay, that's
Just Glam will use minor illusion to make sparks as they change their face to that of the one that you mostly know over here would be Jarrett.
Oh.
It's just me. It's just me, my dear.
Hey.
You just
Well,
gotta roll with it.
That explains. I mean, it's not that weird. I didn't put two and two together. Really?
Look, I honestly wanted to feel pretty today. I'm sorry.
What?
The lady
Yeah,
from
that's
the lady from yesterday just
You stole her face. Well, parts of it.
she was a little bit more blue in certain areas, so I wanted to be purple.
God, I didn't tell them what happened.
Oh, wait, what?
I forgot to tell them what happened. I just came over and offered a job.
Yeah.
I got excited. I'm sorry.
Okay, so apparently you are missing parts of the story here.
Oh, no, the
No,
entire
you did
thing. I
explain
literally
it.
just told him about the line.
No, you had explained because you had mentioned the Magister specifically, which was enough to raise
okay.
Eli's eyebrows, if I recall correctly.
Okay. I forgot as a player.
It's been 2 weeks. Our memories go long, but not that long.
No, my
It's been a
memory-
while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, the Magister's daughter, she's really pretty. So I can understand why Glam felt a little jealous, I guess?
Look, honestly, the mother was quite a displacer beast, thank you.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
Yes.
Gray is gonna actually laugh at that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, are we trying to head there as soon as possible?
I mean, it would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Sooner we get
Then
there, the sooner we're done.
And the mines are very dangerous, whether or not there's actually anything down there or not.
Okay. Do we have everything? Flora, do you need anything?
Nope.
Okay. I, I guess. I don't know where the mines are. Who wants to lead the way?
It's been a while, but probably, I guess it's gonna have to be me. Since somebody went to military school rather than go down there.
Yeah, sorry. I'd rather not do back-breaking work. I'd rather punch people in the face.
I feel like technically punching people in the face is kind of back-breaking work. You could potentially... Never mind.
No, that's face-breaking work. It's a little different.
Okay, I knew of one of the fighters who had broke its back from a fight.
Oh, they tried that suplex thing. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
That's literally a myth. It does break backs.
Does it break backs?
It
What?
breaks backs.
Was it during that fight between the masked man and that man bat person?
Yep, that's the one.
I don't think I've ever seen them in their outfits. They used to be irregular, but the trip's a little hard for somebody with a broken back, so.
I already got better.
No,
By the
yeah,
way-
but he hasn't really been back, so.
Glam's, by the way, gonna go over quickly to Flora and like, "Hello, dear. How are you doing today?"
Yeah,
she
you
saw
guys,
the
did you guys
whole you
legit just
transforming.
Bane reference us?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've
Yeah, we
never
did.
seen the sun. Perhaps you're wondering
Oh,
why
did
I
we
would
just
shoot
make
a
the
man before throwing him out of a plane.
Did we just make the pits from like a serious fighting pit to like WWE? I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
much.
did.
I'm not mad about it. I now need to think of a persona for Zazel.
No. Wait, what? Even better, you need to have like luchadors there.
What do you mean Zazel is the personality?
No, like, he needs a costume now.
Your costume
What do
is
you
just
mean
you.
Zazel is the costume?
You're like Rocky Dwayne Johnson back in his WWE days.
Look, if you need a new
Signature move.
if you need a new costume, Glam can make you a brand new one. I promise you.
You know, maybe that's my ticket into the big leagues. A good costume.
Oh dear, I know this might be a little strange, but I have decided to be. My name is Cecilia today.
Sorry, what is it today? Cecilia?
Yes, Cecilia.
All right, Glam.
No.
You're pretty.
Why, thank you. You're very pretty yourself too.
Or is
I
it
don't
a-
think you've ever actually introduced me to your dolls.
Okay.
Super excited. She like holds her dolls up way too close. These are my brothers, my older brothers. This is Marcus. You can talk to him about anything. He's a great listener. And this one is Ethan. And he's good at watching over people. He especially likes watching over people sleeping.
Ethan watched me?
Yeah, Ethan watched you.
And if you actually look at the dolls, they do have different hairstyles. One's got
They're-
like kind of almost like Zazel's hair, but darker. And then the other one's got short cropped hair.
Well, it is absolutely lovely to meet you, Marcus and Ethan. You make sure to help take care of her, all right?
They always do.
And then she's gonna walk over to Zazel and just lift her arms up for uppies. Because she's got short legs, and if y'all want to make good time, maybe she should.
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna fashion a baby Bjorn.
No!
Let you slide on to the back, and like it'll be like real comfortable for both of us.
Oh my god.
All right,
Are you?
hop on, kiddo.
You're backpacking Flora.
Yes, I'm backpacking Flora. Shit, actually, she might just straight up fit in my backpack.
Can I fit in the backpack?
You are a small creature.
I am tiny.
Roll to fit in backpack? Question mark.
Flora's already probably like close to a solid 3 feet. Physically, I would say like it's you're at least getting that size because you're not like too small. Yeah, I mean, so like I guess realistically speaking, if you took all the other stuff out of your backpack, you could fit Flora in your backpack.
All right.
Wait, you're bringing the child? Holy shit. Although to be fair, I did see her impale somebody with a rapier, so.
Yeah. Flora is good.
Flora is good.
Yes, Flora is very good. You didn't set off those fireworks in this building, did you?
No, I saved those for another
I forgot
time.
about fireworks.
Yes.
The thing is, she's not actually a kid. She's a full-grown adult. It's a secret.
What?
Just cocks an eyebrow.
Huh?
Kid, just go along with it, and I'll get you a cake.
I'm an adult.
Inciting. And Glam insight.
Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit. Yep, ain't seeing through that shit.
That's a 21.
You're just so confused because you're almost certain that you've spoken with her. You met her before anyone else. Like, this is a child. This has got to be a child. And then
again, Glam's also like,
no, that's an adult with such confidence that you're not sure if Zazel's just a moron. Or
Flora
if
is
everything
the
you
ultimate grifter.
knew is completely incorrect.
She's been 100 years old.
not to mention Glam is used to also using the child facade, so just doesn't like going between medium and small. Hurts the bones going between those sizes.
You'll see it later. You'll see her go to her actual size. She does similar things to you.
If you say so.
All right, lead the way, Glam.
So, I mean, heading out back up toward the mines. Glam, you would know this. The mines are just a point of access from the Undercity. And it's a relatively traversed area, obviously. People go up and down most every day. It's where the Empire sources a lot of its iron is from underneath the mountain. So when you reach the Undercity, typically you would head down, and then from sort of where the Undercity's like residential area ends, you would approach. There's like a couple of administrative buildings there, set into the walls of the cavern, and as well as either a very long system of caves that would reach down, or an elevator that will bring you down some shafts into sort of the heart of where the operation is currently. But as you approach the area, there are a few guards sort of standing at attention, kind of keeping a watch over everything going on, not really letting anyone sort of pass one way or another without appraisal first.
Would we have to talk to the guards before going in, or can we just walk on in?
Well, yeah, and as you approach, two of the guards actually step up and sort of bar your path.
Look natural.
You got the thing right.
So, what might bring you down here this evening or this morning? This is closed off. I don't recognize any of you as workers.
This is core business. You have to let us through, and I'm gonna flash the emblem.
All right. Interesting. If you just give me one moment, hold here. I'll go get the washer. What's your business specifically then?
Basically, we have been told that there have been some problems down in the mines by the oh lord, names. Lady Corby.
Aye. Oh, okay. And he quickly kind of runs off into the larger building that's sort of half assembled with wood, half cut further into the wall of the mine Undercity entryway. And a minute later, this guard comes back, and with him is I'd say probably like mid-50s human man, kind of darker skin, a little thick set. Looks like maybe he was a miner himself once, but these days the only thing he mines is the box of donuts.
Wow, he went from a little thick to damn he thick.
I need a
With
big
at
boy.
least 3 C's, baby.
Full of bear.
So we have been tasked by the lady Liana Corvi to help with some issues that are going down in the mines.
Okay. Yes, so hear about the missing workers then.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that the folks who haven't shown back up would have been down in the last mine shaft that we've been working on. We typically just number them, so that would be mine shaft number 38. When you head down, the guards can guide you to where you need to go. I ask that you do not interfere with anyone who is currently working down there. We are on a busy schedule.
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't dream of it. We're just simply here to help.
Well, if you can help by returning them to work, that would be lovely.
Indeed. I'll absolutely make sure that we do a good job just for you, my dear.
Why,
Gives a
thank
nice
you.
little wink.
And if they've been shirking work, notify them that they shouldn't be paid for the time they were away. And that they should quickly return to their duties. And he
We absolutely...
he looks to the guard to his right, and he's like, Andals, would you escort them down and answer them any more questions they may have? I have things to attend. And he just turns and walks off. Right then, just this way, and he leads over to a large steel cage mechanism with a thick chain above it. That's currently sort of like it's braced in with a couple of like wooden, essentially like planks, setting it up against the wall, but opens the gating for it, and he's like, in here, we'll head on down.
Come along.
And
Yeah, your boy doesn't really seem to be concerned about these people.
I know, right?
the foreman is of the opinion that disappearances are more a result of shirking labor than anyone having disappeared for nefarious means or of any form of injuries.
Yeah, shirking labor, though, in the middle of a dark, cramped mine is not really... I'll be quite frank with you. I'd rather work than do that.
I'm inclined to agree with you, and the folks who've disappeared, I wouldn't have necessarily called them to be shirkers or those who would be on their way to be hiding. But I am no foreman. I simply act as a guard.
Well, maybe one day, my friend, and then you can take better care of these workers, because, you know, they deserve respect, too.
Oh, absolutely. So, just out of curiosity, how long have they been gone?
The first, I think, about 2 weeks ago, the first person vanished. And that was a young man by the name of Rynn. And Rynn was just maybe 22. And then another young dwarfish fellow named Augur. Augur vanished about 3 days after the fact. And then we hadn't heard too much more about it. And at first, I was inclined to have believed that, the two of them, they were friendly. I thought that maybe they had found a way to slip off and not come back for work, maybe off on a bender or something of the nature. But when the rest of the folks who know them said that they hadn't seen them outside of work either, I've begun to be a little more concerned about it. But I reported it to my higher ups, which I suppose made its way to the lady up top. And I also there have been folks showing up with injuries and so forth, but I don't necessarily know if they're related.
Yeah, the mines are a terrible place in the best of circumstances, I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of any cave-ins or maybe wild animals getting in? Have you dug to the actual Underdark? Is that a possibility? I don't know how this works.
No cave-ins or any like I said, there's been some injuries, but we haven't seen whatever's been doing it. At first, we thought that perhaps it was just maybe some very large rats had, I don't know, come out. We've gotten that on occasion, but if so, they're strangest thing. We've seen no sight of them and nothing that they would have eaten. And as he's saying all of this, he's sort of led you guys into this cage, and he pushes these wood planks off as the cage sort of disengages from its holdings and kind of shifts and shimmies a little bit as he closes the gate, and gives a sharp whistle as one of the other guards walks over and pulls on a chain, and the lift, with a faint green glow from each of the corners of the lift, it starts slowly descending with you guys inside.
Did they have these the last time I would have been here? The lifts?
Yes, though it has gotten a bit nicer recently. Originally, it was a product of hand cranks to bring it up and down, and they had a team that handled that previously.
They've definitely upgraded these things since the last time I was here.
That's the damnedest thing. I guess some of the folks over at the Emperor's Academy, they managed to make just a fine bit of essentially raised lower technology that they've magicked up here for us. Does wonders.
You're not wrong about that. Glam's gonna just use detect magic, just looking at the glowing items, just to determine what type of school they're from, at least.
Hey. Gray has been trying to ask how many people have gone missing / have been injured.
So
I'll be right back.
Yeah, we got two names at least.
I've seen a number of folk. Probably 10 or more people have had, minor injuries recently that were not necessarily the normal mining variety. And then, so yeah, Rynn and Og had disappeared, and then we hadn't heard too much more about anyone vanishing. But a couple days ago, a third young lady who worked down here hasn't turned back up, and she isn't friends with Rynn and Og, I guess, or so friendly with them. But her name was Cora, and Cora is just a young dwarfen woman as well. Haven't seen hide nor hair of her.
Okay.
And no, we are a bard-free zone here, though we do have at least
have a
one
warlock.
charisma beast. The warlock is handling that just fine.
No need for a bard.
So yeah, and I certainly hope that everyone is found safely. To be sure.
Indeed, it would be nice for them not all to have disappeared and not be able to show back up.
Well, we'll do our best to find them.
So, one more question. Have you happen to find anybody in here who's unauthorized and small, wearing a red hat, anything?
When you say small and red hat, I mean, we have some of the small folk who work down here. When you say small, are we talking like dwarf small, or are you talking like this young lady here?
Taps Zazel on the shoulder to turn around and show show Flora. Around this size, perhaps a little bit smaller.
But they have a red hat and real big metal boots.
That specifically, no. That sounds a bit unproductive in a mine.
I mean, to be fair, they could probably kick the walls and knock out some minerals.
It'd be an interesting way of going about it. No, we keep security relatively tight. I know that we're a bit on edge with everything going on in the city this week, but nobody down here usually comes down if they don't have a good reason to be.
You all should be fine here, right? Like, there's no way the Emperor's coming into a mine.
Yeah, be very glad that this hasn't gotten too far, considering the steel shot are in town.
We've heard about it, and we had a couple of those large folk stop in, and they visited with the foreman, but not too much more than that.
They are quite scary.
They're a little big to be fitting in this cage too. I don't necessarily want them breaking my lifts. So if they're coming down, they're taking the long way.
Honestly, they could probably fall down this shaft and survive, it looks like.
Right you are. Interesting folk. Never seen the like of them before.
They definitely look like they have a stick up their ass, that's for damn sure.
And don't they? I've seen a lot, and the rough and tumble don't typically bother me very much, but that one, I don't know. Don't like him. And the gentleman you're speaking with, he's pretty sizable himself. He's probably close to six and change, and pretty well built. And he doesn't look like he's particularly bothered by much. But even you can visibly see he's not a fan.
Yeah, we definitely need to be very, very unperturbable to have a job like this. Out of curiosity, do you know if they are planning on adding music to these anytime soon? Unless we have, I mean, it must get boring for the poor miners to come down here and not talk on the way down.
Adding music to the mines.
To the lifts, anyway.
I don't necessarily. How would we go? I don't necessarily think we could fit like a band in here.
I mean, don't they have certain items that can like record people talking? Could probably record some music.
That
Dude,
feels
have you
like
never heard of a music box?
a music box would get crushed, and something of the magical variety feels a little expensive and unnecessary for a cage to traverse mine shafts.
I mean, to be fair, it would probably just keep up morale. That's all I'm saying.
Don't they sing little mining tunes down here?
I'll make a note to bring it up to somebody. I guess.
Yes, Glam is trying to get elevator music invented.
I was trying to help with the music box idea.
Get some of that Muzak.
You're just going down a mine and you just hear do do do.
And not too much after this. It takes about, I'd say, 3 minutes or so, and you come to a mostly pleasant rest. And to answer you, Glam, it's transmutation magic that you see on the detect magic. You notice there are stones mounted in the four corners of the top and bottom of the actual cage itself. That are just faintly glowing with transmutation, that are handling the motion of it. And you can make an Arcana check if you would like. But so he opens the thing and steps out himself first. And that's real convenient. When it's down here, you don't have to mount it to anything. It's just on the ground.
No, right. And last time I was down here, they had people cranking these things all day.
Yeah. Every other week, I used to have to do crank duty, and oh, my back thanks the wizards who worked on this.
I can imagine. Always working on your arms, always skipping leg day.
Never skip leg day. So important.
I know this bastard can run really fast.
Well, part of guard duty is to do a run every so often. We have a selected regimen we're required to do. But
what do you do? Run like 10 miles, 15?
No, just about a mile. Right this way. Let's head down towards where you should be off to. And he guides you, and as you get down here, there's absolutely no more daylight left at this point. So, the walls themselves, it's a relatively smaller cavern than what was up above. Gray stone, maybe 20 feet across, 15-ish feet cut up. And you can see that in parts, it's been chiseled away with actual mining implements. In other parts, it looks like it was cut away in very neat sheaths, as if it were probably used with magical assistance to clear some of the space out. And inset in the walls are, in equal parts, essentially every other, are burning lanterns, and then there are just some stones inset that glow with a faint green light, similar to what was in the elevator shaft, but not quite.
Out of sheer curiosity, do we hear like canaries around here, or birds in cages?
No, there's no birds. The only sound you hear from down here is sort of just like a heavier clinking noise. Even at you. I'm gonna leave this visual as it is, but I'll switch our sounds for you guys. Something a little more,
Oh yeah, I get to see the other side. I get to see peek behind the mirror. Or the curtain. Wow.
Yes, definitely the mirror. Don't worry about it.
Peek behind the mirror. Yeah. How does it work? I don't know. Ask scientists.
There is
No.
there is a number of sconces all over the walls, keeping everything as you're heading down through sort of like the main corridor, and you know, at various intervals there are just sort of like offshoot corridors that you can. In some of them you can hear sort of like the pounding of pickaxes, and others are completely quiet. And as you're going, you do you catch the occasional individual milling about. There's a couple of young men pushing a minecart up past you as you go, and as you're going, the guard is saying things like, "Yeah, so I guess standard procedure is they work in a shaft until they either can't safely go any further or they run out of materials to locate. And we just start on another. And we've been doing that for years, I guess. I don't know how long exactly they've been mining down here. But, yeah, so we're a fair distance down.
I hear branch mining is very effective.
So which direction should we be
This way.
headed? Oh.
Well, so he says, and he shows you just from where we are, and I'll leave you to it from here. I have full confidence you can make it the rest of the way. And he shows you on each of the walls. There's literally like a carving next to each shaft, sort of telling you which one it is.
Yeah.
All right, we are looking for shaft 38.
Should I switch to the word cavern? Like,
Yes, but we stayed with shaft.
okay.
Yep. Well, you know her better than anybody else.
We have stuck to the shaft.
You know, I just really like Shaft.
I can feel the DM regretting just everything right now.
Like, why did I ask these chuckle fucks to play?
It's the DM being like, I could have chosen anything, and I chose a mine.
So here's a question, darlings. What could possibly be down here that could have caused these people to disappear?
Glam, you and I both know exactly what's going on down here.
It involves shafts. No, I'm sorry.
We're just playing a little dumb, you know?
Oh, I know. I mean, sometimes people do disappear down here. Sometimes they just go on break and never come back. I mean,
That's like a really terrible system. Why don't they have a buddy system set up? Tie two miners together. Can't lose them.
I believe they literally just lost 2 miners.
Yeah, but one was
together.
one happened 3 days before the other. Oh crap! Where's our miner? No,
Flora's
she's my
here.
bag still on bed. Did you fall asleep to all the rocking and swaying of me walking?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was in the minecart.
Oh, okay. You hopped out of the bag. I'm just a terrible, terrible babysitter, and I just let you do whatever you want.
Like you do.
I guess we just head in and investigate, and hope we don't
Yep.
also go missing.
That would be awful. So, just gonna keep my Eldritch sight up to see if I catch anything.
All right.
All right, so I don't know you all very well, but I can see in the dark. Anybody else having problems here?
Wait, it's dark down here?
I cannot see in the dark. I'm lighting a torch.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's
Uh,
dangerous. Fire's not good inside caves. You could suffocate us all here. I'm going to
There-
cast a light on your torch instead. On anything else. I can put it on your shield, maybe?
Oh, yeah, actually, that would be really helpful.
All right, here. Small gift for my sperm donor, and I'm going to light your shield up.
Sick. I don't like the way you phrase that, but dope.
I don't like it either, but here we are.
Do you have who is this with a gun? Wait, oh.
Still me.
So,
I fucking gun.
I cast Alakablam.
Kablam, let's go. Sorry,
Graham, could you
I realized your miniature changed.
make a
which makes
perception
sense.
check for me.
Who?
Lamb, as he cast
gun.
Eldritch Sight, and is looking around as you guys head out.
11.
11. Looking about, like, you don't see anything like obviously glowing aside from just like the very faint transmutation aura coming from the stones inset between all of the torches that are emanating just that like light green light.
Honestly, that green light is quite creepy if you're down here for too long.
Actually, as you walk, you do catch, mounted in the ceiling, probably like every 40 or so feet, there is another, just like, it looks like a gemstone that's sort of been like hammered in. And those are also giving off an aura of abjuration.
The everything goes magic is up above us.
I wonder if that keeps cave-ins from happening.
One would hope.
What does abjuration do? I didn't learn schools of magic. I showed them I can cast light. It's
Right.
harmless. So they told me I passed my test.
Frankly, it does a lot of things, my dear. I don't do much with it myself, but
Okay, explain to me like I'm 5.
okay. Shield. Magic missile. There you go.
So it's magic missile. That's abjuration.
Yes.
Okay.
It is protection, but also does some fucked up shit.
So I might not be wrong. That might actually be to keep a cave-in from happening.
I never disagreed with you, darling.
Well, let's keep going. Do you want me to sneak ahead? I know you're all not very good at that.
Are you sneaky?
Yeah.
Now, are we still in an area of like where people are still working, or are we like now not?
There are some we've heard around at least.
Yeah, you're walking through sort of like the main like thoroughfare where each of the individual caverns where the mining is done is.
So I don't think we need to sneak until we find specifically shaft. What was it, 38?
Yeah, because at this point there's cart trails that run through here, and there are people milling about here and there, sort of going about their work.
So let's get to this labeled shaft, and then I can't say shaft without giggling. And then maybe we should sneak then.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And you realize as you go, these caverns are slowly winding, I guess, further down in sort of like a quiet, like a wide but inward spiral. And so it's going a little down and a little spiral as you go, kind of gradually heading further into the roots of the mountain. And it's quite the walk before you get down. Probably, I don't know, 20 minutes or so of just heading down along as you see, you pass by 1, 2, 10, 15, into the 20s, into the 30s. And as you go down, You can see some of these are newer constructions, to be sure. I mean, some of them don't have anything other than like maybe 20 feet in, and there's a wood scaffolding being assembled as they're starting to excavate outward, and others are fully, far enough in where you can't see around like the bend. But as you approach towards 38, it is much less active there, as it doesn't seem anyone has traversed their way in recently.
Well, I mean, I guess if you have people disappearing down there, that's a good idea not to be working down there.
A little shady.
It'll be fine. It's just dark. That's all.
I still don't understand why you say it's dark down here.
It's dark. We need light.
Just blinks.
So some people can't when there is an absence of light can't see.
Most people. I have a hard time too. Having the light does help. I can see. I can make sure I don't run into anything, but that's about it.
I've met a lot of people that can see in the dark. So, but anyway, I'm one of the ones that can't see at all, well, unless I have a light. I'm sorry if this is bothering your eyes. Maybe we could
It'll be. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's just. I'm so. Honestly, the light never seems to change for me, and I'm not 100% certain why.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've met people who can see sort of in the dark like I can. I've never seen anybody who can't tell the difference between day and night.
That's interesting.
Also, I can just so that all the cards on the table, I can just look at things and see if they are magic or not.
Oh, look at yourself. Are you magic?
I mean, look at me. I'm always magic.
Aha, I knew it.
But not in that sense, my dear.
I played you.
Look, I am high arcane magic here. Thank you.
Okay. So, shall we get going?
I mean, we are. This is 38, right?
Yeah, this is. Wait, is it? Yep. Yeah, that's an 8. Yeah, it's 38.
Did they teach you how to read in military school?
This is an old mine shaft. Look, it's worn. Which makes me wonder, how was the oldest one? The one furthest away?
That maybe they just ordered the numbers.
I can see that, yeah.
Flora, where?
Wait a second. All these are 38.
It was a ruse. Now you don't know where you're at.
Flora's by Gray.
And where exactly are you? Are you like to my left, my right, behind me, directly in front of me? Where are you? Because I just was asking where you were.
Let me see where you are. Pink, bonk. I would say I'm to your, technically like right here to your left.
Gonna spike. Would you? Because I'm not very good with the light. Would you hold my hand?
Of course.
She'll reach her little hand up.
And this is definitely not a ruse to make sure we don't lose a child in a mine shaft.
I'm gonna lean over to Glam and be like, should we put a leash on the little one?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I was allowed to run around when I was that age.
Yeah, and look how you turned out.
Magnificent.
All
Sure.
right. I guess let's head in and hope we don't die.
You will be
It'll be
fine.
fine.
5 steps in, and you just hear a little voice going,
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Glam could sell it to the kid that a child leash is really fun.
Bungee cord.
Yeah. Until they realize bungee cords haven't been invented yet, and they just go.
It's a resistance band. You get to see how strong you are comparatively to whoever's holding it.
Yeah.
Can you drag him along?
To be fair, Warlock, probably.
it's a leash,
Alright.
but in the wrong direction.
Let's go.
Yeah, so heading in, for the first, I'd say like 20 feet, you get those initial torches, and then the light slowly kind of cuts out as you go deeper. And this one sort of, it starts cutting fairly deep pretty quickly. Not more than like 55 feet in, you encounter the first spot where it's sort of like a sharp drop off, where it looks like it was just like a straight downward cut.
Well, isn't that a bit of a sharp drop there?
I wonder how deep that goes.
Well, I have a way that we can figure it out, and I'll take out my discus and I'll cast light on it and drop it down the sharp drop off.
I was gonna say maybe use a rock.
I'm gonna get it back. We have to go down there anyways.
Thankfully, as you drop it, it only falls about 8 or so feet with a soft clanging.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm gonna jump down there.
Make an athletics check. Or
Yep.
acrobatics, your choice.
Okay, let me see which one's better. I believe it's acrobatics.
Either way, this is definitely a FOSHA violation.
13.
God.
13? Yeah, I mean, not too difficult for you. I mean, you're practiced in jumping off of the city's sort of tiered steps and half running, half falling down those. So without any difficulty and practiced ease, land fairly comfortably. And
All right, someone toss me a rope.
Okay,
I'll
he's
find
dead.
out.
We'll have to just go around the other way.
and looking around when you land down there, you can see sort of like on the wall, there's pretty prominent scuffing where it appears there was previously a ladder, but it seems to have been removed.
Hey, Glam, catch! And I'm gonna hold on to one end of my rope. And I'm gonna throw the other end at Glam.
Oh shit! Catch?
I would
Roll
assume
to
you're
catch?
capable of catching a rope. You don't have to roll for that.
What if I threw it specifically to hit Glam?
Like attack roll throwing? What are you doing?
Like, I kind of wanted to hit them.
Roll a d20.
All right. That's not great. It was a 3.
Okay.
Aw,
Just
first
so
roll
Yeah.
of the night. No, it wasn't. Aw.
First attack roll of the
Perception.
night.
Yeah, first attack roll of the night.
They haven't been great.
Zazel grabs a fistful of rope. Hey, Glam, catch, and then just throws it, and it hits the side of the wall and falls sadly back down.
I'm gonna try it again this time just to get it at their feet.
A soft chuck, you landed up there with no difficulty, and you can pretty quickly catch it before it starts to slide back down.
Yeah, grab it. And... Is there anything to tie it to?
Looking around, you
One
don't
of these-
see anything like specifically to mount it to. You can see there's sort of by the maybe a foot from the actual edge of the drop-off, there are a pair of evenly placed holes that appear to have been bored into the rock, probably about 6 inches or so deep.
Do I need to climb up there?
No, you're fine down there.
Do you want me to throw my pittance at you?
I'm gonna make a suggestion. What if we just had Flora hold the rope while we climb down, and then we catch Flora?
That's a child.
I can
But
hold
we,
it.
technically, don't we also have to get back up here?
Yes, we do have to get back up here, so I can climb up and give you my pittance, or I can just throw them at you and throw a hammer at you.
I mean, there's a couple of holes up here we could tie it into, I think.
All right, you try that, and then I'll climb back up to see if it actually works.
Okay. Are there any, like, large rocks that we can, like, shove this rope into and then jam the rock into the hole to make it wedge?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
This is how Zazel got knocked the fuck out by climbing rope.
Wah, 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 wah.
Sorry, I rolled. You said what check? Sorry.
Perception.
That would be a 16.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
You don't see too much like on the actual ground itself, but you find just sort of like looking over the cave walls a spot where you could, without too much difficulty, pry off just like a piece of stone that looks like it was about half chiseled off that you could probably wedge into one of those holes without too much difficulty.
Okay, so I'm going to Glam, can I? Sorry, what was it?
Cecilia, darling.
Cecilia, I'm sorry.
It's
can I
perfectly fine.
See
It's Glam.
the rope for a second.
Hands over the rope.
Hey, Flora, come here. Hold
Huh?
this rock.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put the rope in to this hole, and I'm gonna, Flora, can you just slam that rock down as hard as you can into this hole?
Laura, smash.
Yeah, she'll lift it up and smash down as hard as she can.
Make a strength check for me.
Okay.
You've got this.
That's
14.
fair. Nice. Was that with strength bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, are you aiming to just like smash the rock or physically jam it in the hole appropriately?
Just to jam it in the hole.
Okay, then yes, with no difficulty, you wedge it in there with enough force that you're confident that it may never come out.
I explained my plan pretty thoroughly to this child, okay?
So I'm gonna test the rope and climb back up. Do I need to make a check for that, or are we good?
No, you're fine. Yeah, that rope, it's not budging. 0% chance.
Huh. That's in there pretty good, but I'm gonna put a couple pittons in it just to make sure. And I'm gonna take one out, bing, hit it in the wall.
Okay.
All right, now it's definitely not going anywhere. Not that I didn't trust your rock. It's just I have a thing about falling. I don't like doing it.
Didn't you just jump down?
Yeah.
That was a jump. Different.
Okay. And I was gonna walk. I was gonna go down first, but I realized I probably shouldn't be the first one down there as someone who can't see very well. So
Yeah, Glam will climb on down.
Yeah, let's let Glam go down. They can see perfect in here.
Yes, I can.
All right. Yep. No difficulty really making a descent. Once the rope's in there, you're all set. It's not like a far drop. You can fairly easily make that descent. Make a perception check for me to get down there.
I was going to say, as soon as Glam got down to the ground anyway, would have summoned their gun. But perception...
right back.
Okay.
But perception... That's a 4.
That tracks.
It was almost in half 20 too. That's the sad part.
Oof.
Looking around, you're like, my shaft.
Shaft. Seriously, who allowed them to call this a shaft? It's too.
But yeah,
How are
in
they
short
not dying
order,
laughing down here?
the four of you make your way to the base of this this little drop. And from here in, you can see it's not like out in the main thoroughfare. It appears that a lot of it had been just like mass cleared using magic to probably shape the earth. But in here, almost all of this has been painstakingly chipped away, bit by bit. And it's on a fairly sharp incline downward now, but it is still walkable as you head down.
We do have 50 foot of rope. That rope is 50 feet long. So
Okay, yeah.
Right.
we can use it to guide ourselves down if we need to.
Yeah, you got a good 40 or so feet of there.
All right, just be careful. I'm going to go ahead and sneak ahead a little bit and see if I can find anything.
All right, make a stealth check for me.
Not terrible. Let me see what my score is in that. Okay, yeah, not terrible. That is a 14.
14? Okay. And a perception check for me as well.
Yes. That's not great. That is a... Oh, actually, it's not too bad. That is an 11.
11?
Not the worst.
Okay. Yeah. Flipping on
It's
ahead.
at least double digits.
Yes.
You're fairly confident as you kind of keep a little bit towards the wall. Kind of crouching low and heading a little further in. And like you said, like you can see in the dark well enough. And with here, as you sort of move further away from the party, your eyes have to transition from sort of that low light spectrum to just a little bit more of heat detection and less paying attention to actual light, as you can see sort of kind of where the cave edges meet. But you don't see anything like necessarily moving from one place to another. How deep are you headed before you head back to everyone else?
I'm only going to be about 10, 20 feet in front of them. Just basically trying to keep pace, seeing what they're doing. Anything happens, I'll be ready to go help them. Or
Right.
they can come and help me, one of the two.
You said how far?
Yeah. I've at least got range on my spells, so that'll be helpful. Just head on a swivel, but obviously distracted by just how gloomy this place is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, as you head deeper, you can at this point see where it's like, in some spots, there's definitely still pieces where it looks like it was partially mined out, and then sort of left, partially cut into, partially not on the walls. And you can see where there are still torches, but they're just out on the sides of the wall and so forth.
Okay. Just gonna keep moving then.
Yes, this is one hell of a place you have sent me.
And I'd say another 40 or so. Oh no, more like 100 feet, not 40. Down. Would you hit another perception check for me? Everyone, actually.
Sure can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That was worse, so not great.
Ah, much better.
I got a
21.
I got 15.
Look at all y'all not fucking up like me.
Finally, something good.
All right. You said 21 and 15?
Yes.
And you got a 7?
Yeah, I had a 7. Sorry, I know I didn't see anything, so I was just completely zoned out. I was like, well, I don't see this, so I'm gonna zone out.
Gray, could you just make a perception check for me real quick?
Sure can.
Tell him no. He won't know what to do.
Whoop, 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 whoop. That would be a 10.
10?
That feels accurate for my vision being trash.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah. Glam, you notice, now, looking essentially everywhere, there is traces, very faint traces of, almost like you can't find any specific reason as to why it'd be there, but like small patches either on the ground or on the walls of conjuration magic.
Interesting. There's traces of conjuration magic on the walls around here. It's very faint, but what the devil could have happened down here? Could it just been from when they were above game? Could it just have been from them mining?
Make an Arcana check. In game.
Yes. Uh, 19.
19. You suppose that there is a possibility it could have been for conjuring up either a manner of pool or, I mean, you've heard of types of summoning spells that could have been used to pull something here, but as far as your knowledge extends, you wouldn't think of anything that they would have perhaps summoned down here.
Potentially could have been used for mining, but I'm going to rule that out for now. Something magical has been happening down here, and I do not like it.
And you do see, looking around, both you and Flora, there are some scrapes along the walls now. And previously, having been both a recipient of this and seen the wounds on Shoal, the cuts made by the Quicklings were pretty specific, using those sickles that they were fighting with, and these do not quite look the same as the gouges on the walls.
So, good that it's not potentially Quicklings, but definitely something that's got something sharp on them. Oh, this is definitely not your average disappearance, then.
We were under the assumption it wasn't.
No,
Right.
but pretty much, but just it's nice to have confirmation.
I would say, but good confirmation. Okay.
Yes. That way I won't feel bad stealing the foreman's money.
And, Gray, you catch a smell as you're walking, and it's oh so faint, and it's hard to place exactly, but it's definitely a smell you remember.
Huh.
With your
Can
perception.
Can I tell from what direction
It seems that as the cave progresses, it's probably a little heavier.
Can I roll to see if I remember what it is, or?
Yeah. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Woohoo!
And
Intelligence, am I? How do I do an intelligence check? Do I just add my base stat? Is that how that works?
just whatever your modifier is for intelligence.
Yeah, whatever the modifier is there.
Thank you. 11.
11.
Yeah.
With how faint the smell is, it's not ringing any specific bells in your head.
Okay.
And Flora, you also catch a hint of a smell too that it could be familiar, but it's harder, especially being young, to remember like the exacts.
Okay. I'm gonna keep following closer to Gray.
All right. And you head another probably 50 feet or so, and then you come across essentially the opposite of what you had before, where it stops being sort of a downgrade, and it starts, you can actually see where it's been cut into the cave face, sort of like a straight up. And at first you think it might be a wall, but then, looking around, you can catch that there's some height to it, but the cavern continues up ahead.
There's a wall here. I don't have any more rope. I think I can climb it though.
I have. Gray's just gonna dig through the pack that he has and hold out some rope.
Thank you. And I'll take it. I'll sling it over my shoulder and I'll start climbing it.
Okay, careful.
All right, yeah. Make an athletics check for me.
Catch me if I fall.
If you fall, Gray will sidestep.
That is an 18, actually.
An 18?
It.
Yeah. It's fairly impressive to watch him as he just, with no difficulty, just like quickly, handhold after handhold, drags himself right up to the top.
All right, and I'll just take a pit now.
Yeah, it's about
right into the wall.
15 feet or so up.
That's actually very... Wait, wrong. That's actually very impressive.
Yeah, thanks. It takes a long time to get to this kind of skill level. A lot of walls climb to the military. Ding! Throw down the rope. That should be easier for you all, though.
I'll go first.
All right, yeah. Athletics check as well, but
Okay.
much lower DC.
Athletics. There it is. I got a 6.
Ooh.
A 6. So, Flora reaches, grabs the rope, and just starts quickly clambering up. And you get a little overzealous, and probably about 10 feet up, you just go to grab again, and just completely whiff on the rope, and kind of catch yourself quick enough where you don't fall back down the shaft, but you definitely slam against the rock a little bit, and take like 2 damage. But you make the rest of the way up.
Hey, you gotta be careful. Let me look. All right, you're not bleeding out that.
She's doing that little kid sniffle, like the
I'm fine.
It's okay. Come here. You want to get back in the bag?
No.
Okay, all right. Well, here, I'm gonna pull out a muffin that I kept from this morning. There you go.
You've got this. I believe in you.
Takes the muffin.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Next person.
I guess Gray, you go first.
Okay. What
That-
am I rolling?
Athletics.
Athletics. Oh boy.
And we'll keep an eye out down here.
That is a 10.
A 10? It's a little tricky. It's been a while since you've done anything like a rope climb or climbing of any sort, really. But not too difficult, and you make your way up.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh boy.
One. Natural. Wait, what?
Here we go. You said athletics, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Wow, that's surprising. 17.
17?
Hey.
Yeah. Hand over
Nice.
hand, no trouble at all. It's just like quietly like walking up the wall with the rope in your hands.
I find little holes for the heels to help me dig into.
Yes. Yeah, in
So we'll
heels
leave
and
the rope
everything.
here. If we need to get out in a hurry, we'll just charge them for the rope.
That sounds, fair.
I mean, I wouldn't. As I said, we're gonna take them for all they have if we can. At least that stupid foreman. What the hell? People disappear and he thinks that they're just fucking around down here?
Come on, that man hasn't ran a mile in like 10 years, and we both know it.
Look, I could hear him coming from a mile away just from the clap of his ass cheeks.
He was a thick boy. All right, let's continue. I'm gonna go ahead, get 20 feet ahead, in case anything happens.
All right.
Sneak ahead again.
Yeah, make another stealth check for me.
That's not bad again. Let's see exactly how bad, or how not bad it is. That would be a 13, so a little less good.
13? Okay. Still, yeah, keeping low and kind of off to the side a little bit. Up here, it's leveled out a little. And just another perception check for me as well.
Yep. Fuck yeah, that's a 22.
22?
Nice.
All right. And you have no trouble sort of picking up traces of where everything is. You actually, as you're heading out, it's within 5 feet or so. You can see where a sizable ladder has been actually just sort of placed along the wall of the cavern. That looks like it probably would fit where you had just climbed up from.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it back where it goes.
All right. Yeah. Takes a second because it's a hefty ladder, but you can find.
Hey,
there
Gray,
are-
why don't you? Hey, Flora, why don't you give me a hand?
Okay.
I see you climbing up the corporate ladder already.
That's the whole plan with this, dude. That's the whole plan.
Without too much difficulty, you find another pair of those sort of like pinholes, like the last downcline had, where the top of the ladder slots into, and pin it back into place.
Okay, I'm gonna pop the rope up. I'm gonna give it back to Gray.
Guess they're not going to be able to put a ladder in the other place now, are they?
Well, I'm sure they'll manage.
Oh,
We didn't see
absolutely.
the other ladder, but this one we found. So, all right, just keep it quiet. I'm gonna go ahead. If I see anything else, I'll let you know.
And looking about as you're walking to, you can see as you're close enough here where your eyes don't transition back in sort of that pure dark. You can see just gradations where the wall is definitely significantly darker, and you can see like pretty sizable deposits of minerals rather than just like the pure stone you were looking at previously.
Okay.
And you also, you start to pick up a very thick. It's kind of like damp and a little earthy, almost like when you were running in the morning and that the smell of the groves, similar scent.
Interesting.
As you're traversing.
Almost smells like we're outside. How?
That is.
We're in. Okay, so a mine is just being in the earth.
I smell trees.
Oh,
Yeah, and usually when you're this far down, it's a little stale air normally.
question: is that the smell I was smelling?
Make
The
another
smelly smell I
perception check.
smelled. Ooh, the smelly smell I smelled. That's a nat 20. Wow.
Well, 20.
So my perception with that would be a 26.
26.
Yeet.
God damn.
Noise.
Very nice.
And now it's... maybe it was just the traversing and climbing up, but as you're up here, you can smell it so much more familiarly. And it's the smell of the freshly cut earth, of the damp trees, of the edges of the Starlight Grove right after a rain. Of
The
that,
Starlight Grove, as in.
of home.
What the? I'm going to immediately just start powering ahead to find this smell.
Oh shit, she's got the scent.
Stealth is not your type? Alright, let's do this loud then.
Yeah, I'm like not stealthing at all. I'm just going now to follow the smell.
Kind of shake myself off and start jogging beside you.
Follow. Doing this motion in the air.
Yep, quick walking.
All right.
Following my nose.
As you progress a little further, you come to where the actual end of the mine shaft would be, and here there's much more sign of recent work. You can see there are various bones and so forth sort of strewn about here. There are remnants of, pickaxes just left behind. There is...
Really hope these are not the people we are looking for.
We investigate the bones.
Yeah, make an investigation check if you'd like.
Okay.
Can I do a medicine check to see what race these people may have been?
Yeah, you can do that as well.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
I don't know.
As you start combing it over, it occurs to you that you've never studied the anatomy of bones of anyone.
Oh man, I'm so used to breaking them. I'm not used
Yeah.
to it.
I have an investigation of 13.
13?
Yeah.
Well, the first thing that really comes to mind, you realize, is it's not... I seem to have lost Zazel's...
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. Everything's back now. The game tweaked a little. Okay. These are not recent. You can see visibly there are hefty signs of aging on these. Some of these seem to have been here for quite a while. They're heavily dusted over. And in some spots you can even see like little bits of like mossy growth on them.
Well, good news. I don't think these are missing. People, at least. These bones have been here
Oh, that's good.
a while.
Alright, cool, let's keep moving.
Glam, make a perception check as well.
That's an 8.
An 8.
There we go.
All right. make a dexterity save for me, if you don't mind.
Alrighty then. Oh, that's a 21.
21. All right. You don't catch it right away, but at the last second corner of your eye, you just see a faint, deep green blur sort of scoot by, and you step as fast as you can out of the way, and it grazes you still just ever so slightly. As something strikes just the side of your body and kind of digs in ever so slightly. And then you catch it again off in a corner. Now, all of you see it. There's a figure standing there, glowing faintly green. Hold, please. As I
Well then,
replace the miniature I'm looking at.
you're trying to hide, you're doing a bad job of it.
And you can see it's, as it stands there in the corner, it's a little more ephemeral than you might expect it to be. It doesn't appear to be completely there. Just the shape that's vaguely humanoid and shimmering in just that same soft green light. And could you guys roll initiative for me?
Oh,
Please.
battle!
Hello.
What's battle? We haven't done that in a while.
Chitave.
Not since what the
Oh
first?
shit!
Sorry, friends. I know. Once in a while.
The mystical, the magical, Tweeny Win.
So I see your 21 Glam. That's pretty good. And I raise you a 23.
Oh.
I
Ooh,
unfortunately crit.
I raise you my 2.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Now we're playing
baby.
golf. Shit.
I got 12.
And to make this easier for you, I rolled a natural 1.
Love it.
Ooh. Very nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, battle music.
I'm very jealous.
Oh, did it apply for you guys finally?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Jamming.
Nice.
This music is dope.
Of course she is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, this music. Let's go.
Oh
Real
my
good.
god.
Where's you find this at?
This is baked into Tailspire.
Holy shit.
I'm going to put myself next to this skeleton. Oh, on the skeleton, because I was investigating them.
Definitely
Laura's
a
just
bop.
like, I'm staying by Gray. Because Gray is scared.
Yes, definitely scared.
Yes.
I asked for your hand.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm so brave. So I must stay beside you. Yeah.
I love the tears.
Fucking go.
You were totally crying when you said it.
Oh, definitely, for sure.
So,
Right, sweet girl, I'm
first
putting you on the
up
floor.
is Dazel.
All right, so 5. Trying to count this out because unfortunately the ruler doesn't do feet. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, I'm able to reach her. Nice. I think I'm able to go. Oh, I'm able to go 40 anyways. There's no way I wasn't going to reach her. I didn't realize I had that speed already. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull out the short sword since we're talking, real fighting right now. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it.
All right.
That would be a total of 24.
Yeah, no difficulty at all. You take a swipe at her, and as you got close, it's definitely like it's a faintly feminine form that you're seeing as she's glowing with that soft green light. And as you swipe through it, you feel like you've hit something, but the sword still passes right through anyway. But you've hit, so roll damage.
Oh, cool.
You probably got half.
Most likely. That would be a total of 8 damage.
Okay.
And
You
then
can't
don't want to blow my load. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'll swipe through, and then I'll give her a good old knee. Try to give her a good old knee to the stomach.
All right.
That would be a total of 17.
That hits.
All right. And that would be a total of 5 more damage.
5 more damage. Okay.
Yes.
You swing up with the knee, and it's the strangest thing. It's like you're impacting almost like a bag of water, where you're striking into something and you can see it striking, and it's solid, but then it's not, and it's just strange.
Guys, I think she's made of goo. This is weird.
As its figure just sort of shimmers a little where it is, and with that, you're all set. Your turn's done.
That's it. Yep.
That makes it hurt. He's going to reach out with one of those claws, swipe out across towards your face. That's gonna miss. The second swipe. Dice is great, except it doesn't work.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you there.
Oh, I said this dice is great, except it doesn't work in this tray. I've got this set of
Oh, no.
20s, but the rather than being debossed, the numbers are all embossed on them,
Oh no!
and so it on solid wood it just kind of falls over.
Oh no!
Oof. Okay, well that's a nat 20. So,
Oh my god, Zazel.
goodness
He's
gracious,
crit on me 3 times, I think, already.
the universe wants Zazel dead.
That's perfectly fine. If you kill him, I'm just gonna create someone even funnier.
Amazing. Well, so it deals 14 damage to you.
Pretty good damage.
As very quickly, just that first one swipes across, and it's slow, and you're like, okay, well I can handle this, and then the second hand just shoots out and just tears across the side of your stomach.
Oh, sweet.
For flavor, I'm gonna drop the short sword on the ground with a clang as I clutch my side.
All right.
Oh dear, my meat shield.
You picked a shitty meat shield. I don't have very much
meat
health.
showing.
Yeah, the meat's showing.
And as a bonus action, he's just gonna.
She's gonna what?
She pooped. The-
Oh.
Uh-huh. She got me.
Thanks,
Just fucking
I hate
just-
it.
She fucking abridged Goku'd us.
And Glam, that brings it to you.
Oh, Zutalo, fucking hell. Slipping back into the normal accent here. It. Is the only thing I can do for right now? I am going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay. With a flash, there's not one, but 4 of this figure of Celia, sort of hovering within the space where Celia was previously, Lamb was previously. You stand put.
Sorry. What?
Let's see here. God, I can't see where I am. I've got too much light on me. Turn
so
the
bright,
lights
I'm
down
blind.
on me. There we go. Touch myself again. Disable the torch.
No touching yourself.
Blue.
Okay, so it's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the glam squad is going to sit here.
All right.
Wham glam, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, wham, glam, thank you, ma'am. All right. So next up,
They're just all like cheering Zazel there. Zazel, he's a man. If he can't do it, great!
Nice reference.
I thought you were gonna say Gray sure can. I was going, hey.
No, if he can't do it, Gray can at least get his ass back up.
sorry, just a moment. Pack in a couple of tokens here.
Out of character, to be fair, that's what I get for trying to preserve my monk dice. The key points. I could have disengaged, or not disengaged. I could have took a dodge action, but I did not.
You received a big smack?
It was a big smack, yes.
Okay.
Like you heard the blood, the splatter, the clattering of my sword onto the ground.
Pick yourself up.
But you did not hear me thud on the ground. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. And beside you, Glam, another figure, also glowing with that faint green light. This one,
shit.
a bit smaller, a little thicker build. Steps forward.
Shop that hot topic, I see.
Not the best representation, but it's what I have at the moment.
No, you're fine. I just had to make the joke.
Why
Amazing.
the fuck is Gerard Ray in here?
Halfling Gerard Way under attack.
We must protect Gerard Way, the national treasure?
Yes.
Yes. I guess
As
we
we looked, I
die.
was like, man, that looks like a guy with romance. And then I frantically looked up his name.
Oh, you just had to ask me.
Yeah, but the joke wouldn't have landed.
That's fair.
But
That's
yeah,
fair.
this figure pops up and it goes to take a swipe at you, and now that you see it, it's almost like a faint glow of like a pickaxe as it goes to strike into you, and you just quickly sidestep.
Oh, jeez.
And that's going to be its turn. And then...
No, you must first pay before you can touch the merchandise. Ah!
behind you, another one steps out. That is a 13 to hit.
That for me?
Yeah.
Miss.
This okay. This one too, with what appears to be like a spectral pickaxe, goes to swipe and just quickly lean forward so it grazes the shoulder but misses you from actually doing any damage. All right, Flora, you're up.
Okay. Gray, there's ouchie boo boos going on, so you gotta be brave. I gotta leave you.
Okay.
And then I'll just take my pickaxe. You got me saying pickaxe. My hand axe out and just ready in case anything comes near me.
Okay. All right. Gray, you're next.
I would like to clarify something before I do stuff.
Sure.
So, I have if I do a bonus thing, I can do a cantrip.
So if you
that
use
how that works?
a numbered spell as a bonus action, you can use a cantrip as a regular action. You can use
Okay.
story form and a spell if it's a bonus action to use story form.
Okay, it is in fact a bonus action to use story form.
Okay.
If you are paying attention, if you were looking at Gray, you would notice that a few of the freckles on Gray's face glow for a second before suddenly there is a bright light that Gray is now casting on their own from their body.
Let's
And let's see, how far away am I? 10, 15,
So they are quite flashy, eh?
25, 30. So I am going to move.
And which form did you?
I took Chalice.
Okay.
And from here, I'm actually going to cast Thorn Whip at this dude. I don't know how to ping it. Shoot.
This one?
No,
You can do the
That
circle.
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
Cool,
You
cool,
see the
cool.
circle.
So that is, yeah. Gray's going to shoot some vines out.
All right.
The handout, please.
Is that an attack roll? An attack roll.
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
But it uses your,
Wisdom modifier.
yeah.
I think I hit with a 22.
Yeah, you very much do.
Surprisingly, yes.
Nice. Woohoo! Nice. That's going to be 6 damage and a yankage towards me. 10 feet closer, please.
Ooh, 10 feet.
Uh-huh.
That pulls it to
I
right
feel
there.
like, and if you're being yanked, do people get
No, because that's forced
attacks of
movement.
opportunity?
Yeah,
Oh.
unfortunately, no.
It's only
Shame.
on
It's willing.
voluntary movement. Yep. And you
Yep.
said 6 damage?
Yeah, 6 damage.
Fine if they find my pen.
Listen, a girl was trying, okay?
All right. Top of the order, back to Zazel.
All right, so I'm gonna pull my hand away from my wound and notice it's like I'm starting to see more light happening on my hand. I'm like, fuck, no, not now, not now! And I'm gonna burst spectral wings out of my fucking back as I have transformed into the angelic form. Light is just pouring out of my eyes, and I now have a flight speed.
Woo!
Well then.
And that's for a minute, correct?
It is for an entire minute, yes.
Excellent.
Oh shit. Fuck. Don't look at me, and I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna fly. Can I reach up? I get a 30 fly speed. So let's see how far away this is. Oh hell yeah, that's not far at all.
Oh yeah, you can fly right up there.
Everybody is
I need to give you a an angel version of them.
everybody is sparkling here.
All right, pop you right
Would
up
you
there.
say we're radiant?
I have.
All right. Is that going to do it for your turn?
Let me double check and see if there's anything else I can do. That is Arms of Astral Self. I believe is also a bonus action. I could be wrong. Let me see.
Which version are you playing? That's the main question.
The one that was brought into Tasha's.
Okay, then that's an action. It's Mordekainen's that made it into a bonus action.
Okay. Okay, yeah, then I'll go ahead and utilize that as well. So I'm like panicking, flying away. As I do so, you see like my hands start to light up, they explode with power, and just like gauntlets start to piece themselves together with the magic that has just came from them.
All right. Dick.
That's my turn.
Okay.
They flash and they bang. Hey Flora, do you have one of these fancy transformations too?
We are literally all magic girls.
To make sure when you hit it, so I'll just put it on there. Okay.
I have no shame. I will do it.
No, don't go near me. I'm scared. No, wait. No, wait. Hey, hi, hey, ho, hey, how's it going?
And this figure, make an athletics check for me as it reaches out to wrap its arms around you.
An 11.
An 11. As it goes to grab at you, you start to step out of the way, and just very softly, its hands slide up around your arms, and it's warm. It's almost like a soft hug as it pulls its body up against you. And in the process of doing that, its turn ends, and you guys see both it and Gray wink out.
Oh.
Oh, this son of a bitch.
Well, fuck. Wasn't expecting that. Help! I have been kidnapped.
And
Laura, you left me!
we'll get to you in just a minute here, but
I swear to... Oh, I swear to shade, they better not have run off.
and that brings it to Glam.
I know this is going to be a little shocking, but I'm going to grasp you. Shocking grasp.
All right, roll your attack roll.
17.
17? Yeah, it hits. Absolutely.
Just point the gun, and it begins to crackle with golden lightning as I pull the trigger and fire it at his head
All right.
for 7 electrical damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Maj.
And then... Oh boy. So Zazel has kind of fucked the hell off. I can't even see Flora on my screen here. Ah, there she is.
I am tiny.
She's just small. The only person actually missing is me.
Do I have anything else I can do? I mean, I do. But is it... You know what? Fuck it! We are rolling the gambler's dice.
All right.
So, let's see here... The giant wall of text.
It's a bit of an ability for certain.
Yeah, I roll a d6, I believe.
That is correct.
And then I find... And then what rolls is what is decided upon. That is a 1! Is a 1. Well, fuck, I am blind!
Yes.
Well, this is awkward.
As you go and you reach out to sort of that extra place where you've always pulled some of that extra luck, where you know that your patron watches necessarily and waits. You just hear the rhythmic as it slows, almost like a roulette wheel spinning to a stop, as the lights in your eyes briefly go out.
Fuck a duck.
You also hear the faint voice and your ear. Ooh, interesting. And you also see as Glam winks out as well.
Oh shit!
Alright. This one here. This one tries to climb up here and sort of ineffectually attempts, but it can't quite reach you to make a swipe at you. Zazel. And this one makes it here, but also can't quite reach you, Flora. But it's your turn now, Flora.
Did we just square up based on size?
Yeah.
Beautiful. You should turn the tables. Someone call the ambulance, but not for me.
The fun part is I will never see her transform. That's how it's gonna go.
Turns
It would
up
be
tables.
lovely if you beat this fight and then you pop back in existence if you retransform.
And
That could-
2, 3.
One, two, three. I'm gonna punch you in the knee.
Whack him with my hand axe.
All right.
Oh, that's an 8.
8 to hit. That does not hit. You reach out, and this thing, it feels like it's there, and you know you've got it, and you swipe, but it just phases away from the axe entirely, and it passes through into nothing.
I will use that and try again. Please. 23.
That
Nice.
hits, for sure.
Okay. And it says I can use my when you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke the rune. Summon fiery shackles. So I want to use my fire rune.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which gives an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
So let me do.
And that's just automatic, and then the save has to happen.
Yeah. So let me do the damage first.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
Literally.
2d6.
Rune Knights, man.
They're fun. I got close to playing one too. We almost had 2 of them.
Score is 13.
13 damage.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to make sure the math is right. And then it says. It must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 13, or be restrained for 1 minute.
That's a 2.
Okay. So, it is... While restrained by the shackles, the target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, vanishing on a success.
Nice. All right. So you make that first swipe and you miss completely, and the second one you're gonna get it. You backswing with it on the second time as you catch it. Yeah, the rune alights on the side of it and just slowly spreads out from the axe, and those shackles slowly sink into its sides, and from that glowing green, that deep red just piles down and starts linking it into the earth. And its form just writhes.
I just like to imagine in Flora's head there's the voice, "You ain't going nowhere."
And that's Flora. Gray we will return to in a moment. Zazel, back to you.
I will go ahead and summon my arms Vastral Cell. I'll be like, all right, you want to see what it is? I'll show you. And then I'll do the explosion of the gauntlets. I need them to make a dex save for me.
Dex save? Alright. That is 12.
That is not enough, so they're going to take 2d4 force damage. We're looking at 5 force damage, so not bad.
Alright.
And then I still have my action, so I'm going to go ahead and do an unarmed strike with my gauntlets. So this will end up being also force damage.
Okay.
Oh, shit. It was a 7 and rolled to a natural 1. That's
Oh no.
No!
I hate that dice now. It's about to go to jail. All right, and then with that, I will disengage, or not disengage. Well, it is a disengage, but it's not a, action disengage. I'm
Step of the wind.
flying away. Yeah, so they'll get their attack of opportunity, but I'm not changing my elevation. I don't know how I'm going to do this with this.
There should be a way to do it, but, okay. And that brings us to the glowing lady's turn once more. And she's moving over there to you, Flora. Flora, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Wisdom.
15.
15? All
No,
right.
16.
16.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
This thing reaches out, and it it seems like it's trying to whisper something at you, and you just sort of blink it away, like, hey, what? I can't hear you. It just, it almost makes it, and then just passes off on the wind. And then that's going to be its turn. I'm gonna stay put this turn.
Well, am I just lost to the void?
For the moment, like I said, we'll get to you in a moment.
It's a good question since I've also blinked out of existence.
You're both
Yes.
dead. Congratulations.
Oh, sick. Damn, I liked Gray.
Glam is elsewhere at the moment. This is gonna move all the way back over here. It can't reach you, but it wants to try its best.
I will say I am in the air, so I don't know.
Yes. All right, and then this
It's trying
other
its
one
best.
on its turn, it takes
Well, gonna try someone else's
its
best.
damage at the beginning of its turn from Flora.
How do I do this? This is annoying. Oh, sorry, I meant to be muted on that.
Do you need me to roll it?
Yeah, you can roll it.
Okay, I just want to make sure before I do it. Bonk, bonk. Roll. 2 points!
2 points. All right. It takes 2 points of damage as that burning fire in its sides just slowly sinks further in. And then it reaches out with that pickaxe that it has, trying to swipe at you, and just completely misses. It goes to reach, and it swings in, and then the shackles just sink a little bit further and just pull it backwards before it can hit you. All right. And with that, it's your turn, Flora.
Did I see Gray blink away?
Yeah, you would have.
Just gonna, while glaring at the form in front of me,
Where's Gray?
and then, swingity swing.
All right. So you rolled a 7?
Yeah.
No, miss.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Back to Zazel for the moment.
Okay, well, I'm flying. I'm gonna go ahead and fly just 10 feet away from Gerard Ray's head, and I'm gonna punch him in the back of the head.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. Alright, so here we go. Let me grab another dice, because do I get advantage on this? Is it flanking?
I don't think so if you're not actually in the space.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm about 10 feet up.
Yeah, so not quite.
Yeah. I'm just able to smack him in the face. You know, in that case, I'm going to be literally punching down at him from
Okay.
10 feet above him. So I'm sharing the same space with Gerard Way.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ooh, that is not good. Let's see. 10?
Not quite.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action. Screw it with Flurry Blows. So I'll
Okay.
roll 2 more attacks. There we go. That's a lot better. That is a 23.
23. Yeah, that absolutely hits. The first
And-
one, that fist just swings down, and it sort of just like flickers a little bit off to the side and misses. And the second one strikes home as you swing down again.
Cool. That would be a total of 6 force damage.
6 force damage. All right.
Actually, sorry, that is not 6 force damage. That is 9 force damage.
All right.
So that would be a total of 6 force and then 3 radiant.
Okay, certainly. 11. That misses.
Okay. And I will hover over him, and that's my turn.
Okay. Make a wisdom save for me through.
Bad. I rolled a 4.
4? Okay. As your second gauntlet collides with it, the force holding that thing there just completely dissipates. And as it does, you see that same green light sort of passing up around the gauntlet and then around your whole body as you also wink out.
Sweet.
This one, once again, Flora, she's going to reach out and try and wrap you in a hug. And make an athletics check for me.
Athletics. You got it. 20! Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Ah.
How dirty?
It's a very dirty 20.
Quickly, she reaches out and you just take a step back immediately. And jump right out way before she can get her hands on you.
I
That
don't
one's
know
gone.
you like that.
And at the end of her turn, she's gonna wink out again. And that brings us to this guy, who's gonna 20 his way over to you and make an attack on you. That is 13.
13. Yep, that'll hit.
That will hit? Okay. 7 damage.
Yeah, but okay. Got it.
Also, you deal more damage to it because it's its turn. Oh no, never mind. That one's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, if that one's gone, make a wisdom save for me.
Oh, okay. Wisdom save. Fuck.
Did it disappear or did she take it out?
Yeah, it was the one she had her claw or her hooks into was the one you hit.
Oh, yeah.
7.
7. And with that, you too, when it disappeared, that energy also passed over to you and
Just a,
And with that, will our heroes come back? Find out next time on D&D.
Well, here, let me
or this
quickly.
time.
And you guys find yourself standing in a very thick grove.
This is far more nature than I have ever seen in my life.
What the? Stay right here. I'm gonna check to see if I can see anything. I'm gonna fly up over the trees, see what I can see. Oh, it got foggy.
While he's doing that, instant Eldritch Sight again.
All right. Make a Constitution save for me real quick.
Oh shit!
shit.
Lewis?
Me.
Oh shit! I thought
Oh no! He's a natural one.
With a nat
Back
one,
then.
okay. So you open that Eldritch Sight up, and this is something you're certainly unprepared for, as you are just absolutely assaulted with just a riot of colors and magic that is just absolutely saturating everything from the earth to the trees to the sky to the soft fog that's floating between them.
Cuts it off and is just like, okay.
Take 4 damage of just
That-
straight headache.
Flashbacks to the last time I tried mushrooms.
You are for sure getting scolded by Flora right now.
Why? I didn't do it on purpose.
Because you left.
How could you leave?
I didn't leave. I got kidnapped.
I told you to be no.
I was great napped.
All you had to do is say no. I said no twice.
I'm
You
back.
get hugged.
Welcome back. You good?
Wasn't given a chance to say no.
Gray, it was first for you. Whatever this figure was, as it split its arms around you, and then just that flash of green, and this like lurching in your stomach, and a shift, and the smells changed, and the visuals, the sounds changed, and it went from dark to just a soft green light, and you instinctively, you know where you are. Not exactly, but you're aware. A couple moments later, then yes, you see a flicker once more as not Glam, arrives with you.
And how's Glam looking?
They currently have a headache after seeing all the colors of the wind, basically.
In essence, yes.
Okay.
Once the shock of turning on your magic vision wears off, and it takes you a second to just sort of like blink through it and reestablish your bearings, and you see
This hurts.
it's a little damp The grass underfoot is thick. It's almost like a cushion, and it's more nature than you've ever seen in one. Having spent all your time within Lascor, I mean, the extent you've seen would be the groves, and this is so much more dense than the groves. And you hear just the soft bird songs and crackling, and there is just like a very faint green fog, and just like an almost dreamlike quality as you look around everything. And having seen it all with that, you can sort of understand the magic that is suffused in the air.
There is a lot of magic here, darlings.
And then 10 seconds pass as you two, sort of catch your breath, and then as one, both Zazel and Flora also land here.
As soon as I see Zazel, I am going to go to him to cast a healing spell.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I would
perfect.
like to cast Cure Wounds on you with a first level spell slot.
Okay.
To start, that's 6 for health, and then my chalice gives me that's
Okay.
11.
11 more?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's a D8 plus 4, baby.
That was
Let's
a-
go.
Immediately
Wicked.
healed it up.
It is a wild ability. I love it.
No, that is my favorite druid. I know the moon druid is quote unquote the strongest and the most broken. I think the stars is the funnest,
Oh
personally.
yeah.
It's so versatile.
Was anybody else hurt? Did I leave it alone?
Thank you. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I knew I chose the right person, but I only got a couple more seconds on these. I need to check the landscape, see where we're at.
Oh, I can tell you.
What do you mean you can tell us? Like, there's mushrooms in that tree.
I would recognize this anywhere. You're in my home.
Stop playing around. This is not the tavern.
So, no, and then
Welcome to the Feywild.
That's impossible. We were just in a mine.
As a minor point of order, Glam, make a I suppose a wisdom save, and same for you, Gray.
oh boy,
Wisdom saves.
Yep.
Ooh, that wasn't great. That was quite bad. That's only an 8. Woo!
hey, eight friends.
Hey, I rolled a 2.
They rolled a 4.
Oof.
Oh, I lost my short sword literally as soon as I got it.
Well, we'll start here. Yeah, Gray. As the magic of this area settles in on you, describe how that changes you.
Gray, if you look at him, is now much paler than he was a moment ago, but not like in an unhealthy way, but in a... If you paid enough attention, you can kind of see some of the veins type of way. Like, almost... If he was any paler, he'd be translucent. And he has a whole bunch of freckles across his body that are slightly glowing. And weirdly enough, if you look at the freckles and the veins that are visible, clearly these are constellations, but not any that you would be familiar with. His ears are now pointier, his teeth are sharper, and His eyes are a pale white. But his hair is still
Whoa.
black with the purple.
This is very interesting.
And for you, Glam, as you start to settle in, you feel just that gradual shift that you're oh so familiar with as your body slowly reverts back to that form that you know so well.
Well, this is definitely. I did not say that wants to do this, but okay. Cinches the bodice up some on the outfit that they were wearing because it's now loose.
All right, well, how do we get back? Is there a gate or...
Where the fuck are we? Why can I not?
The Fern Woods, I think is what they said.
No.
Wait,
What I said was, this is the Feywilds.
That's the one right there. I
Hmm.
don't know what it means, but let's get back.
I am going to take a wide shot in the dark and say that is not going to be that easy, is it?
No, it's not.
I've never been here, but I know that it is, from what little Shay and what little I remember from my parents, this is.
Oh, yeah, this place is, it's like just magic, mostly. Question, am I aware that I, reverted back?
I would say, yeah, because I mean you can feel it. And Flora, you definitely, the smell that seemed familiar to you, this was it. And it's a foggy memory, but you definitely remember coming through places like this with your brothers.
She's just gonna glance down at her dolls, noting to have a conversation with Marcus when she can, but for now is very much taken aback by the freckles and the eyeballs that Gray has now.
So Gray.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Okay, so I'm not I'm not human, like I said I was.
I mean, to be fair, I've lied my way through most of these things, so I completely understand.
Yeah, you know what? I'm always trying to hide these, and I'll dismiss my wings and my gauntlets. I totally understand.
Okay. Well, hey, so, I mentioned briefly before that, like, I'm from out of town, and everybody, thought that was extremely weird, and I didn't realize that, like, roughly 5 years ago, before Eli explained to me that nobody is from out of town. So this is the from out of town that I'm from.
Cool.
Yeah.
How do we get back to town?
See, that's the thing. I wasn't trying to really leave the Feywilds in the first place. I was stuck.
Oh, so that green light just did you a favor then?
Uh,
To be fair, does anyone really want to be here? It's.
of course. This place is beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful, yes.
it-
But with no civilization means no glory. No glory means no gold. No gold means I can't give it to... I can't become famous.
What makes you think there's no civilization?
Look at it. It's nothing but woods.
Yeah, here
Um,
there are plenty of places where you're from that is nothing but woods.
No, there's just death, and then there's the city.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying we can travel from city to city here
Yeah.
on foot and not die?
Well, hopefully not die, but
I will say one thing.
mm,
Probably not a good idea for us to get. Okay, let me be perfectly honest. Do not give anyone here your name.
Why? That's how
So-
you introduce yourselves.
So remember how I told you that Glamblair is not in fact my real name?
You're lying. That's your name.
No, it is one of many aliases I have been using for many years. I do not actually remember my real name.
So how are people going to know me if I can't give them my name?
You give them a fake name.
That's dishonest, and I'm not really big into that.
To be fair, from the little I know, these people are not that honest anyway. Look at Gray and I. We are, I guess, technically from here. We are highly dishonest, as it were.
I mean, Gray just lied a little bit about being human, but I don't think that's a pure lie. I'm not sure what you are, but there's plenty of human hybrids, and I'll gesture to myself.
What are you?
well, as far as I know, I'm not a hybrid at all. It's I believe I'm just gonna look at Glam real quick. By the way, I mean that's the name thing isn't, you know, sure names have power, but there's more than just giving someone there's a little bit more to it than just the name. So you
I
don't
know.
have to worry.
Oh, I know. It is
too-
just simply. It is the basest warning I can give after what happened to me.
Fair enough. What happened to you?
So, I told you about my friend Shay. They are the source of my powers, really.
Oh.
When I told you that when I got my gun, that is when I was able to cast magic, I was not lying, Zazel. Not really. It's just that the gun was part of a pact. After I lost a game with my patron Shay, and he took my name.
Okay.
So you have no power of your own then?
Other than the extreme body modification, as it were, not particularly. Hence why I never really cared about getting a license.
Well, that thing's basically useless here in the woods anyways.
But I guess maybe we should. I'm gonna look around to see if the creatures that brought us here are anywhere nearby.
Make a perception check for me.
That would be
I would
a
look with
17.
I would look with Eldritch Sight, but then I would get blinded again.
17?
Yeah.
In your immediate vicinity, you're not seeing anything resembling that. You do hear some rustling and the motion in the distance. Faint, but you do hear something. Sounds like it might be voices.
We were just kind of in like a fight-ish, and there's rustling coming from that direction. And I'm just gonna point in the direction that I heard the sounds.
Also, might I just
perhaps-
ask, The fuck is an ocean?
A big body of water. You know how like the super hyper rich in the city had pools?
I am quite aware, yes.
So imagine a pool big enough that you cannot see the other side.
I've read up on those. They used to have entire forces that would be what they call a navy. They'd have a ship that would go across.
I am going to incite this. I do not believe this. 23, of course.
You wanted to roll the one time you want to roll a 1.
I'm, insofar as you can tell, Gray's being nice and even keel with you.
Well, we can't just stand out here. We're gonna die in this woods. We gotta either find shelter or a city or something.
Or we could follow the and Gray's just gonna gesture to the rustling. That's probably getting further away.
All right, but we need
It's unchanged.
we need aliases for each other. If we're not allowed to use each other's real names.
You can. It's names are fine. Just don't strike deals with people you don't know.
Obviously.
Can definitely
That
tell
means,
you.
Flora, if someone besides us are offering you cookies, cakes, or candy, don't just take it.
All right, Flora, roleplay time. I approach you in an open
Okay.
city town square, and I have glowing things that I call candy. But
Uh-huh.
you need to give me something in return, your soul. Do you take the candy?
Does it look like candy?
It's definitely candy.
Well, you said it's glowing. Candy doesn't glow.
It's magic candy.
I don't think that's real.
I don't think so either, but look, I didn't think this place was real.
I remember a story about somebody who like had candies that made them fly, or had walls that tasted of candy.
Well, I feel like I've been here before.
Oh,
A sweet old lady offers you a cake in exchange for your name. Do you take the cake?
No. No. I have a sweet old lady who gives me cookies already.
Gray is
Gray is
going
neither
to
old nor lady.
Gray is going to wander slightly towards the rustling while they're role playing this to
Okay.
see if he can see what it is.
Do not worry. I have plenty of muffins just in case.
Yeah, I took a couple as well.
Make another perception check for me, Gray.
18.
Ooh.
Ooh, hitting them
Um,
checks.
No, I just add +6.
You hear, as you get a little closer,
Yeah.
you hear the faintness of one voice saying to another one, I think we should stay put. I don't think it will hurt us if we don't move.
I'm going to, after hearing that, definitely keep going forward because maybe it's the missing people. What were their names? Rynn and Og.
Rynn and Og, indeed.
I don't know where they are located. If you want to just move me, go for it. God.
It feels like we are missing a person.
Saw him go that way. I'll follow.
Might as well join the club. Flora, do you need upsies?
No.
Your arms aren't big enough anyways.
Zazel, make a survival check.
Survival. This is not going to go well. Actually, it's going to go very well. I rolled a 19 natural, which means that is going to be a total of 22.
All right.
Hey, let's go.
You see
Noise.
hints of where Gray was going, and you have no trouble following.
Oh, I just booked it. Sorry, guys.
As you keep moving.
All right, he's this way. Come on.
I'm coming.
And then right around a bend, you see it. And you see a dwarven figure, hands up, staying very still, and a human just to their side. Okay.
What the fuck is? I want to pet it.
I want to punch it.
I want to
That's
pet
what you
it.
do.
All right. And yes, as you approach, the other one's like, Augur, are you sure about this? Just keep backing away. And I don't think it's going to hurt us. He takes a step back. And as he looks back and he sees you standing there, he kind of just like freezes further.
Are you Rynn and Og?
Yeah. But, careful now, as he gestures
That's an
over
owlbear.
his
I want to
shoulder.
punch it.
Oh my god.
I want to pet it.
And you've seen one before, Gray. And it's not necessarily like the weirdest thing to want to pet it, as you've definitely seen people in the past who had kept them as companions back in the grove where you were from.
Mm-hmm.
Though you also know that they tend to be a little more on the feral side of
Aggressive?
the wild.
Be aggressive. Be
Did you know that owlbears mate for life? They find one owlbear and they just love that one for the rest of their life. It's inspiring.
It really is.
I think maybe here's not a bad stopping point.
Nah, it's not a bad
No.
stopping point. Because we don't
We're
know
in
if
a
we're
new
going to fight
place.
this thing or tame it.
Yes.
We're in a
Or
new
both.
place. We found Rynn and Og.
Gray's just even cooler now. Now there's more reason to stick to you.
Oh man.
You sparkle now and your eyes glow.
Maybe you look like an animal.
I straight up.
I would like to see a chart of like how Flora feels about each companion. I feel like both Gray and Zazel went shooting straight up because they can transform.
If I had my way and didn't roll like trash, y'all would have never known I wasn't human ever.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have a
Thank you
wonderful
so much
Thank you,
for
everyone.
hanging out.
We
Thank
We'll
for
see
appreciate
you
you all.
next time on D&D.
Good
Yeah.
night.